You must be very serious with your life. And part of life is health. If you have got health, you can be able to do what you want to do. The other day I was here, I was seeing you shaking hands, hugging. These are members of parliament now, setting a bad example for all these Africans to get sick and then go in hospitals and so on, or die even. So please, I want to use this occasion to appeal to all the Ugandans to really finish this little problem of Ebola. Ebola is not a serious problem. Yes, there's no vaccine against Ebola yet. There's no direct medicine, but it is very easy to avoid, number one. And number two, even when you get infected, if you report early by controlling the temperature, by controlling the rehydrating you when you vomit and sweat, you can recover, like these people have recovered. So let's I appeal to all Ugandans to solve this little problem. Our brothers and sisters in Congo were coming through the borders. We stopped the buses and passenger vehicles. We only allow cargo, lorries and petrol tankers and so on. But people were coming through the border, the Panya. That's why we have discussed with the Congo government, and they have allowed us to work with them to open medical stations inside Congo near the border and announce, invite our Congolese people, anybody who is sick, come here, don't try to go to Uganda. Because when you go to Uganda, you waste time, you lose time, come here, this is nearer, and we are doing the same here as we are doing in Uganda. So we hope to finish this little problem of Ebola. But you need to set example, shaking hands, hugging. Then these pastors that they are blessing people, as if God is deaf. You can pray, God will hear you without touching people, the health workers. Many of them have died in Congo. That's what I hear. Many of these pastors. Some of the people who were the pastors blessing people. Now, coming to the budget, you need to get the strategic picture clearly. Strategic is when you plan to solve a problem from A to Z, the whole problem. Tactical is how you move from A to Ugandans. And I want to put it to you that it has taken a bit too long, although we have done well, but we could have done better. I was counting the years. It is now 32 years since the British came here. 132 years. The British came here in 1894 when they introduced their government here. Europe had started modernization. Capitalism had started. The money economy we are talking about had started. It is now 132 years from 1894. The British were trying to involve our grandparents and our great-grandparents into the money economy, and our parents. By 1962, only 9% of the homesteads were in the money economy. After almost 70 years, only 9% were in the money economy. 91% were still in the okorre Chidachonka. And I can testify because I'm from Ntungamo. Ntungamo, all of us were in the okorre Chidachonka. There was not a single one who was interested in money. I know houses one by one. Now, when we were in the bush, we studied this and we put out our document, 10 points program. And point number 5 was on this very point. Please build an economy which is independent, integrated, self-sustaining, meaning, implying, join the money economy. When we came, we started. But when I checked, in 2013, you can imagine, only 32% of the homesteads had joined the money economy. That's how we involved the UPDF. General Saleh, please come and beg these people to join the money economy. Take seedlings to them, free seedlings. Go and beg them. Kulala, they are asleep. Then Saleh did his best. Now recently we have added PDM. But with all this, it's now 67% of the homesteads who are in the money economy with some chibaro. 33% are still refusing to join the money economy. So this is the challenge. That's why we are saying, please, I'm really saying now, no more. We can't go on like this. And this is the work of the leaders. The leaders, the Banyankore say, Amushogomfu, no mwekoreire. The eyes of the dead body are the eyes of the one who's carrying the dead body. If the one who's carrying the dead body falls in the pit, the body also will fall in the pit. I saw this. I'm here. I'm not a story. I am alive. We started with those Banyankore who are very difficult, like the Karamojong, wild really, and we changed them by engaging them. So therefore, what we said the other time here, now that especially there's this money which is already there in the villages, all the leaders, certainly all the ministers, must take the lead in checking parish by parish what is happening to make sure that all these people stop kukongora, stop cheating us. We work, they don't work. They are there, but they want services. They want medicine, they want education, they want security, but they don't contribute. They're just sitting there in their homes and not engaging in the money economy. So although we have done very well, this very good performance the minister is talking about is by the 67% now. And all of them, not necessarily with the Chivaru. Some of them do without the Chivaru. But there are 33% who are Wako Pembeni, they are on the side. Suppose they were also part of this, would be much further. And as the minister, Msasi, told you, these people joining the money economy is crucial for 2 reasons. First of all, they get income. They get income, which means that their purchasing power goes up. Part of the problem of the purchasing power being low is because they don't have income. I am a wealth creator. I produce milk. But if you look at the figures, the production of milk is now as I was telling you the other day, 5.4 billion liters. But the internal consumption here is only 800 million liters. So that's why you hear we say there's too much milk. in Uganda, we must export. But this is an artificial situation because with 48 million people, if each one was drinking the milk he's supposed to drink, 210 liters per year, so that you keep mouth in your teeth, you keep your bones, would need 9.6 billion liters of milk. What we are producing now would not be enough. So we are saying there is surplus milk because there is underconsumption. Why is there underconsumption? Because people have no money. They can't buy. The per capita consumption now of milk is now 60 liters. 1/3 of what a human body needs. But this has gone up because in 1986, it was 18 liters. You can imagine. That's why people have no teeth in their mouth, because there's no, the teeth have gone out because they don't have enough calcium. So therefore, this budget is no more Kukongora. No more Kukongora. No, Kukongora is when you work and others just lean on the hoe in the village. No more kulala. As you heard, a big budget, part of the budget is on infrastructure, on the roads, the railway, the pipeline, the airports, the waterways, electricity, irrigation. These are all, as the minister was saying, enablers to enable production to be done cost effectively, low cost of doing business in Uganda. Now, then the other challenge is on the service delivery. Again, that's where you, the leaders, must come in. Because medical care, Health Center 3, is in every sub-county. These sub-counties are in Uganda. They are not in Congo, they are not in Kenya, they are here. Why should there be no medicine in the health center? Maybe that medicine has been stolen, but the member of parliament doesn't know and doesn't follow up. And people are crying. Then you have the government officials, the Gomborora chief. That's why the local government must be very, very strict. The Gomborora chiefs, what are they doing? The GISO, there's somebody called the GISO. Have you heard of somebody called the GISO? He's also there. Drugs are being stolen, GISO is there. This is what I can no longer tolerate. The people of Uganda have given me authority a number of times now. I would have to, in the past I was a bit hesitant because I was saying maybe, especially for capital, there was no capital which was being given, but now the capital is there, PDM being stolen. During the elections, I was disturbing the former Minister of Local Government, Majezi, ringing him. I got to campaign in Maracha. Instead of campaigning, people are saying, they have stolen our PDM money. I go from campaign now to, it becomes like a PDM tour. In Maracha, complaining. Then I ring Majezi, please, Majezi, come. Maracha, people are I don't even know what happened there. Buko, I was in Buko. Or was it Kwen? I think it was Kwen. Same problem. Here in Kampala, Kawempe, Buambo, where PDM money was being stolen. What is the member of parliament doing? Even the opposition ones, the ones of the NRM, I will struggle with them. but even the opposition ones, as long as you are getting allowance from parliament. And you don't go to check what is happening. I would ask you, the Attorney General, to see how I can deal with you also. Because if you don't want to monitor, don't take the allowances. Say so, go to the clerk, but then why should you get a salary in the first place? So it seems I've got a legal basis where to demand performance from both the NRM and also the opposition. As long as you are getting money of the government, you must check. Because some of the opposition say they do it maliciously. Let the programs not work so that the NRM is blamed. That's not good enough for you. Because these programs are not for NRM, they are for your own people. So therefore, this service delivery, the drugs in the health centers, the justice, corruption, security, law and order, the infrastructure of leadership is there. Member of Parliament for every constituency, LC3 for every sub-county, those are paid. The ones who are not paid, I don't blame them so much. The LC2 is not paid, so I don't have to blame him. But the LC3, the Member of Parliament, the councillor, these are all paid people. They must monitor, and then the government people must monitor. And local government must monitor them, the chief administrative officer. That's why I put in local government some people that people have been saying they are cantankerous, quarrelsome, like Barugahara and Namere. Namere is famous for quarreling, so you go and quarrel with them. Because when I went to Masaka to defend Namere, because I had to go there, say, "Uyu mwana wa mkuza batia, tana mpisa." I said that, but if the lack of mpisa is to, because in Uganda, if you say a thief, and you say you are a thief, tana mpisa. They say you should have kept quiet, the M-Pesa. This is how you are going to destroy the country. So please, both for economy, but also for service delivery, the leaders must do their work. Fortunately, we are going to get, apart from this money which Musasi is getting from all those taxes, we are going to get also the oil money. The government will be getting an extra $1.5 billion per year as its share of the government money. Now I'll discuss with you how to save this money first of all, to create a sovereign fund so that it can earn money, because that's how some countries like Norway have used their money very well. Instead of using it to buy perfumes and so on, and whiskers, they put their money somewhere and it is gaining interest. But we need to use some of it to do the crucial infrastructure, like the railway. We need to have the railway with Kenya and with Tanzania and with Congo and South Sudan and Rwanda, to ones near us, so that all heavy cargo moves from the road to the railway. Then the petroleum products move from the road to the pipeline. That will leave only the light cargo and passengers on the road. And the economics there, you had him telling you that it will bring down the cost of transport, of cargo, from 3,000 something to something much less. I'm saying all this so that we harmonize and don't have to waste time arguing, because sometimes we waste time. So we have done well, but we can do much better. Uganda is a very rich country. Now, finally, I'll get time and talk about the environment and the trade order, where we had to remove some of our people from the roadsides and all that chaos which was here. I want really you people to support this. Don't go on with the cheap politics of misleading our people. Because a country is like a human body. This human body has got many systems which must work in the way God designed them. Breathing, you breathe. There is a whole system, how you breathe. Blood circulation, there is a whole system of how the blood circulates. Seeing, there is a whole system how you see. Hearing, there is a whole system of how you hear. Each system is separate but coordinated by the command post, the brain. Eating, the whole system. Diverse, specialized, but coordinated. Now you cannot say that because I want to eat, I put the food in the ear. I put food in the ear that I want to put food in the ear. Or in the nose. No, the nose is not for food. Sometimes when you're in the hospital in a bad situation, they can pass for sometimes some of the food through the nose. But you can't stay like that for long. Food must be through the mouth and the throat and the stomach. The nose is for breathing. The ears are for hearing. This is how the country is. The road is for vehicles, and the sidewalks are for passengers. Can't you see that? The road is for vehicles and motorcycles. The sidewalks are for passengers. The market, if you want to sell, you sell in a shop or a market or a supermarket. But you now say, no, I want to sell on the roadside. Really, this is not for that. This is for walking. Then you get people supporting that they are politicians. Really sickening. The swamp is for water. Swamp is for water. It is not for Amayuni, not for Rumonde, not for Marukwang, no. It is for water. It's for water. And that swamp is a savior. We are here, we have been here for 4.5 million years. And these things came recently, the permanent buildings, vehicles. What was sustaining us were our swamps and our forests. Even when our level of science was very low, not so much, the swamps and the forests kept us here, and the grass. Now you want to destroy that, and you say you are a Ugandan? No. What are you looking for in the swamp? Swamp is for water. When the Chinese came, they misled some of our people to grow rice in swamps. This was see how the swamp should look like. That's a real swamp. Papyrus, water, that's how it looks like, the way God created it. And we can use it like that. So therefore, this turning upside down, wanting to eat through the ear, through the nose, not through the mouth. You put food in your eye that you are eating. This is suicide. Even this Ebola you are talking about, why didn't we have Ebola in the past? I had never heard of Ebola. We had other diseases, but we have never had, historically, I've never had, except recently. And I think it is because people are invading the habitats, part of the problem, the habitats of these animals in the forest. Show them the picture of Nabanja, how Nabanja was saving Bugoma forest. They showed it a bit here. See how criminal these people are, the ones you are defending. Bugoma forest. They were showing it here, to put it back again. You see see what damage they have done. That is, you see these criminals now. Look at the trees they are destroying. These are the people you are defending. What good are these? Whose interests are they serving? These are enemies of Uganda. But I will get time and write something on that. So for now, please let all the political leaders take the lead in getting our 33% of the people who are outside the money economy to join the money economy, do so with the Chibaro, then we deal with the others, value addition and so on, like the minister was saying. I thank you, and I wish you good luck.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for the successful delivery of the budget speech for the financial year 2026-2027. On behalf of Parliament, I pledge our commitment to effectively apply our mandate to realize all your progressive intentions for our beloved country and its gallant citizens.
Adjournment.
I once again want to thank you, Your Excellency, and all dignitaries for gracing this year's budget speech. I pray, may God bless you all. May God bless Uganda. Honorable members, the House is adjourned to Tuesday, 30th June 2026.
The anthems.
House has been adjourned until the 30th of June. Honorable members, we ask that you kindly remain in your stead. Transport has been organized for you to drop you back at Parliament, and the transport is to the left-hand side of the main tent, close to the main ceremonial dais. So we'll kindly ask that you remain there as we wait for the departure from Kololo of His Excellency the President. The Right Honorable Speaker and Deputy Speaker of Parliament have been joined by the Vice President, the Prime Minister, and the Service Chiefs to see of His Excellency the President, Minister, the Minister of Finance, the Clerk to Parliament, Parliament officials, and the Service Chiefs from the UPDF, the Police, and the Uganda Prison Service. And His Excellency is now waving his farewell to the members of Parliament before he departs.